Let me welcome onto the stage with the title The Unhelpful Desk, Adam McCullough. Before you start, the objectives by leave those out.
C6.
Yeah, C6.
C6, yeah. Okay. I'm in denial. Use volume, pitch, rate, and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Use pauses to enhance your message. Use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. Time 5 to 7 minutes.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Tonight's subject is the IT Help Desk. Now, has there ever been a more inappropriately named department in the history of the Earth? I mean, I want you to imagine a scale, and at one end of that scale, we've got Ronseal. And as we know, that does exactly what it says on the tin. Now, right at the opposite end of that scale, you will find the IT Help Desk. Now, notice the emphasis on the word help there. You see, I want to share with you a theory that I've got, that people working on the IT Help Desk go through some very basic training, which consists of just 2 chapters in the manual. Now, chapter 1 consists of them being taught that everyone calling into the help desk is a complete imbecile and shouldn't be allowed to operate anything more extravagant than a toaster. They operate on the basis of presumed incompetence, and their first port of call is that user error is the root cause of the problem. Now, chapter 2 of the manual includes what I like to call the IT Help Desk Wheel of Responses. Now, many of you that work in an office will recognise some of the stock phrases on that Wheel of Responses. There's the classic, have you tried logging off and back on again? And when that doesn't work, there's the nuclear option, which is unplug everything and leave it for 30 seconds and plug it back in again. There's the dreaded, I'm afraid that's lost in the ether, and no, there's nothing we can do to get that back. And there's the old trusty, we'll have to log this incident and someone will get back to you shortly. Which loosely translated to me means that I'll need someone with some actual IT knowledge to look into this, and we'll get back to you shortly. Now, some of you may detect a slight tone of cynicism, and it's because I've had a really bad experience with the IT Help Desk over the last few months. Now, it all started when I rejoined my company after about 6 months away. I started on the first day, went into the office, and got handed my new laptop. And also got given a handwritten note with my username and login details. Now, I looked down at the note, and I realised that my name's been spelled incorrectly. So at first, I think the person that's written the note has just made a mistake. But I soon realised that that isn't the case. So on my first day, I need to call the IT Help Desk. And obviously I phoned them up and I explained the situation that my username's been spelled incorrectly. Now, at this point, I feel it's necessary to refer you back to stage 1 of the Help Desk training manual, presumed incompetence. Because rather than the anticipated response of, oh, I'm sorry about that, we'll get that sorted out straight away for you, what I actually got was, are you sure that you spelled your name correctly? And I was astonished. Couldn't believe it. And after I'd actually confirmed back in my head that I'd heard those words correctly, and after a moment's reflection, I realised I had to thank this maverick on the other end of the phone. Because had it not been for his audacity to ask the question that no one else has ever thought of asking, there was a real distinct possibility I could have gone through the rest of my life not realising I've been spelling my name incorrectly. So I had to thank him. And I think after a while the help desk realised that there was a hint of sarcasm in what I was saying. And I say eventually, it was after 3 weeks, because that's how long it took them to correct the issue. And to be honest, that was only the start of the problems, because they corrected the username, but they failed to address the spelling of my login details for every other application that I needed to get into. So I was left in a situation whereby I couldn't access any of the the key systems that I needed to do the job. So that requires a further call to the help desk. Now, after 5 frustrating minutes explaining the situation to the chap on the end of the phone, I think he finally realises that it's not user error this time. So I hear a whirring noise in the background, and I realise that the wheel of responses has been spun. Have you tried logging off and logging back in again? Now at this point, I'm ready to throw my laptop out the window. Absolutely so frustrated, and this poor chap's got the brunt of my frustration. So I said to him, "What do you take me for, some kind of a bloody idiot? Of course I've tried this, and I've tried turning it off and on again, before you say that." So the chap's a bit taken aback, so okay, we'll have to log this one, and someone will get back to you shortly. Now, this one issue with the misspelling of my name caused, I think, 6 separate calls to the IT help desk to try and correct the issues that emanated from it. And obviously I haven't got time now to go through each and every one, but I'm sure you get a sense of the frustration that this incident has caused. And for me, the ironic thing about this whole episode is that it was never me that had a problem with my name. I think the actual problem lies with the name of the IT help desk. Because with a name like the help desk, I think it's quite reasonable to expect when you ring them up, you're going to get some help. So, within my office, we've come up with a novel solution to this problem. We've renamed the help desk with a far more appropriate name. So whenever myself or any of my colleagues have an IT issue that we need correcting, we ring up the unhelpful desk. Because at least that way, no one's disappointed when it fails to live up to its name.